Major technical difficulties. My apologies. Think we're gonna be okay here. I just switched it around. I'm trying a different camera, different phone. So hopefully, I apologize again. It is what it is. I can't control electronics. They try to control me. I can't control them. I tell you, I'm not. I don't deal with electronics much, so to do what I'm doing right now is pretty awesome. To be able to work lives out, even the camera angle. Like I have to pay money for the way it's set up in that last one, and it doesn't work. So hopefully I can get outside, and that will work out there, just not in the garage. If that's the case, I could deal with it, but when you have to pay money for something and then it doesn't work, like get your app, get your work together, man. I don't know. That stuff irks me to the max. Yeah, but I don't know. If this is good, let me know. I'll wait till some people get in. I'll just do me. I was outside for a bit today because it was beautiful today, but it's so windy. So like, camera will be wobbling and I wouldn't be able to keep it up. I'd have to build something that holds my camera in place. I've been working on the distance today though. I have some shorts coming up. I was just 7 meters today. 7 meters all day, all day. Bullets from 7 meters. I tell you, since you're indoors a lot, yeah, I've been doing this for a while, but man, you gotta warm up. Gotta do things a lot. So this four seasons here in Canada doesn't help. Okay, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. We throw knives on this channel. Anything you want to know, just let me know and I'll do it. A lot of trick shots. We just huck steel. That's what we do. We huck steel on here. I'm glad the algorithm's picking me up. I'm getting busy. I'm getting busy. How's the camera? Is it all right? See, unlike other streamers who do lives, they can be inside their house, inside a studio, right next to their router. Knife throwers, we got to be outdoors. We got a different setup that it's tough to get all the glimmer and glamour so that everyone's liking it. Do I take creatine? I mean, it's your name. Yeah, let me know, man. One day you can pick up a knife. I do giveaways. Maybe you'll win, Whitney, and you can grab yourself a knife and show your friends what you can do. Like, doesn't have to be bullets. I throw the knife without a spin, but you can do rotational, you can do half spin, you can do a whole load of different ways of throwing knives. I'm a sponsored knife thrower, so I got a good boss, and he sends some money to people to get themselves knives from his shop. Super generous of him to do that. These knives are going in to that target. I do the best I can to keep up with the comments. The comments here. It's pretty boring, eh? Maybe you've never thrown a knife, because I mean, it is therapeutic. I do trick shots. You can chase a can, a moving can. And when you get it, the satisfaction that you get when you hit this can, I mean, your cool factor too. When you throw a knife, your cool factor just goes up, just like that. Ooh. But humans, we throw things. You know, so it's in our blood, it's in our genetics. We throw things, and we get a certain satisfaction when we do. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Your name is changing. How do I study? Well, please tell me. I am in depression. Grab some steel. It doesn't have to, anything pointy. Go outside and huck it. See how natural you are at throwing? And just picking something up and throwing it. And, you know, see the rotation, see how you're throwing it, and find it into that target. You know, find that pointy end into the target, and you'll be able to do it. I wish you could speak English. I wish I could help, man. If you just keep changing your name, I'll do the best I can to help you. I'm here for you guys to help. Yeah, this setup here, a lot less people bother me. Where I am, you can't have like certain weapons. So throwing knives is like crazy to people, and it's very small, and not a lot of people know about it. So when you do see it done, you're just kind of. And I'd probably say I've done things to say this. We're one of the most powerful knife throwers in the world. So you can just freaking put everything you got into it, and it freaking penetrates like nothing. People get blown away by it. It is pretty crazy to see. I love hitting moving targets. It just ups the game. People call it a trick shot. I like calling it a skill shot. You just throw a can and it hits it and goes through like butter. Like that. Like that. Like that. Oh yeah! It's my celebration chair. I've decorated it. I like flipping things when I get a trick shot like that. Trust me, if you think it's boring, it isn't. When you can do things that other people can't do, or very few people can do, it becomes extra satisfying. Much extra satisfying. Hit that like button. First trick shot of the day. That's what we do on my channel. We hit trick shots. We hit them up. I cleaned a lot of my knives today. These are all Vengeance. Some of them are Vengeance Slim, some of them are 7 millimeters thick, and the 6 millimeter thicks are considered the Slims. But I polished all those bad boys up with the heavy duty sander. So I got a short video coming out to show you that. These are smooth and shiny. They're beautiful. They feel great in the hand when they're all done. I trained at the beginning with these. These were my training knives. This is what made me the no spin knife thrower I am today. These bad boys. I wanted to get a lot of them and all the same, so I'm not throwing different ones. Just to get my consistency, get some speed in my throwing. These were awesome. Very weird design. It looks like a spike to some people, but really helps train no spin. You got to control the spin with your index finger, so it doesn't rotate when you throw it. You kind of control it by brushing that spine as it slides out your hand. Then it just becomes like a baseball. You just huck it. You can go sideways, over the top. Doesn't matter. However you feel comfortable doing it, that's how you should do it. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I already have a subscriber. That pumps me up. VJU. Don't know what that is. Let me know. Oh, bullets. Oh. I haven't thrown these in a while. But after I cleaned them up today, I thought I would try. Bring them back out. Oh, yeah. Because I like throwing 6. Sometimes it's very basic, very common to throw 3, 5. But if you got more 6, I mean, you don't want your knives hitting each other when they're up there. But when you're good and you can clean them up, you don't mind. Bullseye. You see that dead bullseye? Whoo-wee! Right beside it, bullseye. Oh boy. No one's perfect, you're gonna miss. Don't have those unrealistic expectations of yourself. Stay positive. That's why we do these lives. Show people a reality of it. Some of the best knife throwers in the world go live and they show the world what they can expect. Oh, I'm seeing new people commenting. 4 for 4 on the bullseye. Yes, Brandon. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for the comments. I'm sharing so that you guys can love knife throwing. I want people to start throwing knives. I think it's awesome. I like to be entertaining. I do trick shots, a lot of them. I do giveaways. I'll give you lessons for free on here. I'll help you. Generally, I don't complicate it though. It's throwing something. We've thrown things forever. Pick something up, throw it. If it's got a pointy end, throw it. See if it sticks into a piece of tree, to a piece of wood. Don't throw it live trees. Find yourself a dead tree, a log round, piece of wood, lumber. Just and throw at it something pointy and see what happens. There's something about throwing no spin. It's one of the best ways to throw. Like there's nothing quite like throwing no spin. Rotational throwing, I don't get the satisfaction like I do throwing no spin. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Knives are very cool. There's a lot of them. Different shapes, sizes, weights. And they all throw slightly different. Almost hard to notice between some, but they all throw very, very similar. Thank you, Scale Billy. Yeah, I throw with power. That's my main thing. My target is hard. I've always had a hard target. This one's the hardest target I've ever had. To get these pointy ends into that thing and not miss as much as I do, I have to throw hard. I have to. I don't have a choice. I'll throw light. What? Got lucky. Okay, never mind. Not as satisfying though. I don't throw like that at the pointy end. Those are good throws. If it's over-rotated or under-rotated, like this, it might be a little harder for the knife to stick in there when you throw it light like that. But when you throw it hard, you'll still get it in there. Yeah, I just cleaned up these tips. So, very, very nice and pointy. I throw better hard. I have better accuracy. Some people lose the accuracy with power, but since I've trained like that and stayed consistent to it, I'm okay with it. Just did a video and I posted it on combat knife throwing. I try to make it entertaining, but there's so much to say. I could make a video that would take me weeks. There's a lot to say about it. So I have videos that come out periodically about the same topic, and I address different things, I teach different things. It's different. This one, I try to make it entertaining. I try to make videos now that are a little longer, so you can sit back and kind of, you enjoy knife throwing, sit back and enjoy a video that isn't just going to be done in a second. You know, you can sit down. It's like a TV show without commercials. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more, at least one a week. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I can throw any knife. You name it, I can throw it. Long, hard, big, girthy, you name it, I can throw it. That sounded kind of dirty, I didn't mean it to. What are some weird shaped knives? I mean, I got into knife throwing to want to throw real knives. So, like I'm a combat thrower, a real knife, right? Sharp blades. This is a beefy Bowie. I customed it a little bit so that I can throw it even better. But generally I want to throw knives. And I can throw any. And I can throw any no spin, which is really good. Obviously in combat you don't want to restrict yourself. You want the best you can get. If you got one shot, you better make it count, right? So you try to narrow down every little detail to be the best you can get. So something like this is like that. The way the handle is, it's thick, and then it thins out as it goes down. That allows me to get a nice grip. That's how I throw, that's how I hold the knife when I throw it. I can switch and get a good grip, and get right back to the way I hold it to throw. Very fast. A lot of training to be able to do that, but so something like this, just like everyone else. I might have to practice on this one, but generally you can pick up a knife and you can throw it. See? Much different knife, but you know how to throw it. After a while, you know, I don't tell people to try to switch up their knives at the beginning when they're learning. You know, get consistent, get very good, don't build any bad habits, then start to move into different knives. And you know, if you picked up some good skills along the way, you should be able to transition to other knives fairly good. And I have a ton of knives, so I was able to win a lot online, some prizes to get those knives. I've won over $3,000 worth of giveaways, so I was able to get a lot of knives for that amount of money. And that helped me get a lot of different styles and see which ones that would work for me the best. Because heavier knives, lighter knives, they're very different. And you want to be the best you can, so you got to find every little detail, like I was mentioning before, to get that knife that it works well for you. Boom, bullseye. Generally in my garage, this is my 10 feet mark. I think you can see it painted. Boom. Right about 3 meters, 10 feet. Then I work myself back till about close to 20 feet back here. And that's my combat range, 10 to 20 feet. I wouldn't throw a knife when you want to be in self-defense situations beyond 20 feet or closer than 10 feet. I would just keep the knife in my hand if I was within 10 feet. Like if me and the camera were, I would just, you know, I always try to avoid things. You know, first line of defense is to try to get out of it. You don't want to fight. You don't want to have to hurt somebody or defend yourself. First line of defense and self-defense is to try to get out of it. But there's very hard situations that you might get into where you can't get out of it. And this is just another tool in the box, because I wouldn't say most of the time I'm going to want to throw my knife. That'd probably be my last resort. But I also can do it if I have to. And something's charging me, I always think about this a little bit more. I do a lot of camping. I'm around the fire. Raccoon, fox, they approaching me at the fire. That most likely they have rabies then. They're very comfortable to approach you. I'm not going to want to touch that thing. I'm not going to want to get close. But if it's getting close to me and I can't scare it off, and it's charging or it's getting too close, then I can throw a knife at it. So self-defense sometimes is against a wild animal that has rabies. You don't know, and you want to be ready for anything. Protect yourself and look back and say, I couldn't have done anything. You know, I'll deal with whatever happens. But this gives you one option to throw at something. Throwing that's one of the first ways we probably gathered fruit and killed animals to eat. Throwing a spear, throwing rocks, you know, then it led into slingshots and other things, bows and arrows. But throwing is always a good way to defend yourself, to keep the target away from you, to give yourself time to retreat or distract the enemy so you can charge, right? People that are getting something thrown at them aren't just standing there and going and taking it. Like, they're dodging. They're losing their line of sight maybe on you. And that gives you some time to do something. So it can be very strategic. I think you just have to have a proper mind that thinks tactically. Tactically requires thinking. And I've been in the military for 20 years, and my mind has been wrapped around thinking tactically. And it helped me when I got into knife throwing to be realistic. You know, there's a lot of people that have no experience in combat, and they might say, oh, you don't want to throw your knife in combat. They don't know. They don't know, and I wouldn't take their advice at all. I know what it can do. I know what I can do with a knife, and I'm sure you wouldn't want this thrown at you. Even if I miss, you wouldn't want that thrown at you. You know what I mean? Like, even if I miss, this 300-gram knife, 350-gram knife is still going to hurt you. Knife throwers don't have one knife on me. We have other knives. Knife throwers, they know they need another knife on you. They're not going to throw their last knife away. They're not going to waste a shot. And if they miss, they still have done something to be able to grab their other knife and charge or retreat. Just get out of there. Take my knife. I'll get another one. But you wouldn't want this thrown at you or stuck into you. At all. At all. I know I wouldn't, and I'm not just trying to hype it. I'm not just trying to hype my throw up or whatever. You could be a pretty bad knife thrower, and I still wouldn't want you throwing a knife at me. You know what I mean? So yes, kind of like went off there a bit, but yeah, I can throw any knife. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Hey, good to see you, Jay. There's some knives that I wouldn't want to throw, but yeah, for me being a knife thrower now, I want to throw them at least once, but I trust my skill that I won't do any damage. I'm also very good at cleaning knives up and making them even better than when they come, but there's some knives I don't want to throw either. One of these days, I'll bring my collection out, the ones that I don't throw, the ones that are wrapped up near my bed, and I just like, they're prize trophies. There's some of them with gold. Like, I don't want to throw ones that are that valuable, that have gold in them, right? When you learn techniques, you can learn to throw anything pointy. Absolutely. Yep, exactly. All different shapes and sizes will do something different. Yeah, don't throw sharp. When you're learning, don't throw sharp. I throw sharp knives now. I wouldn't have a knife on me, an EDC knife for combat that wouldn't be sharp. A sharp live edge knife is going to penetrate through clothing and jackets and everything better. So having a sharp knife, I would consider that in combat only. But when it comes to just throwing knives, enjoying your time, you know, it's a hobby. You're doing it for competitions because there's plenty of competitions around the world. You can win a lot of stuff. It's a fun sport. You don't want to throw sharp, but sharp is much more deadly. And I throw sharp when I carry knives around. Some people have they call them the EDC throwers, everyday carries, and their throwers don't have a live edge, you know, and that might restrict them a bit. When it comes down to it, I don't want to have any restrictions. I want to be able to, if I got one shot, one opportunity, I want to make it count. I don't want to look back and say, ooh, I maybe would have been able to save that person's life, or I'm not in the hospital. I wouldn't have been going to the hospital if I had a live edge, right? So I would definitely have a live edge thrower when it comes to an EDC. Hundreds of knives, same here. Not a single throwing knife. Well, they all can throw. You can throw them all, but I know what you mean. There's knives that are meant specifically for throwing, right? There's no live edge. This thing's designed, heat treated, tempered to be a throwing knife, but you can definitely, it's a piece of steel. I can sharpen this to be a live edge, and it becomes more of a knife. Any knife you throw is a throwing knife. Throwing pocket knives, you will damage the mechanical parts. Yep, I have some throwing knives though. I have a knife. I wouldn't throw my folding knife here because it's just not designed to throw. This is my hand-to-hand combat in my pocket. I like to have knives where I'm easily concealed and I'm not walking around in public looking like I'm about to go to war, or I just have a big target on me like, hey, here, all the attention, look at me, I'm decked out with knives. So I like having pocket knives for self-defense. The only thing people are normally going to see is the one on my side. But generally, there's some tops folders that are, their mechanism can handle it. You know, of course, if you're just going to miss a bunch of times and it's going to break quicker. But when you learn how to throw, you won't miss, and that's when I advise people to start throwing different things. And you know, if you enjoy it so much, you're going to want to. So I've thrown folders, and you can use them as EDC throwers too, keeping them in your pocket. And you don't want to overdo it. Like I sometimes have folders that are just for training, and then I have one that I've never thrown in my pocket, but it's the same one, so that if I had to throw it, it's brand new. I know how to throw it, and that's kind of how I work that one out. But yeah, folders, there's some good ones out there. There's some pretty cool ones out there, but most of them shouldn't be thrown. You're just gonna break them. I try to train for hours, hours and hours. So I get very tired, exhausted, my heart rate's going up. And then I always say the best training is at the end. When you're about to quit, do another hour. It's the best training is when you're tired. Because if you can do it when you're tired, when you're exhausted like that, you're going to just be better. When it comes down to it, you never know, too. When something comes down and you're tired, can you perform still? Or, you know, have you trained when you're tired? So now you're tired and you have to do something. What are you going to be able to do? Are you going to be able to do it? Train when you're tired. Get yourself exhausted and still train. Go if you're going to be in a knife throwing, combat knife throwing. You want to think of everything, and that's one of those things you want to think about. Training in snow, training exhausted in snow. Every element possible you have to think about, and do it. Or your wife, she's got rabies. My words are meant for during training. Yes, okay, I understand, Skill Billy. In an emergency throw, the sharp pocket knife or whatever you can, and learning a variety of styles and things means we're never defenseless. Exactly. It's just more tools in your box that you can use. But keep realistic. Sometimes when we train, like I train a lot with knife throwing, I still gotta stay focused and know when the time comes, I have other tools to use first. Like I mentioned. Try not to throw my knife. That's the first thing, and I think about these things all the time. I keep my mind on track to how I'm going to react. So, yeah, throwing like my last resort. My last resort, for the most part, I'm going to keep it in my hand still. And it's like keeping ammunition. All my throwing knives are going to be on me, and I might just whip my combat knife out, and just the intimidation of that might get me out of the fight, might get me out of the situation. Cool, done. Don't want to send anybody to the hospital, and I don't want to have to go to court. I don't want to have to deal with that, so I'm going to do what I have to do to be able to get out of it. I'll be right back, and we'll throw some knives. Here's one for you. Oh, there's one for you. Sorry about that, everybody. Been working hard all day, keeping my fluids in, so just letting it out now that I'm throwing. A lot of information about knife throwing. I mean, you could write books about it, and different topics can be books. There's a lot to talk about, and that's what we do on this channel. We try to share as much information as possible. You want to see anything, you just let me know. Sometimes I just get going, either on a topic or a trick shot or something. And I just can't be stopped sometimes. But I'll do, like I said, I'll read comments, get me out of my funk, and I'll read it for you. There's so many different ways to train, right? You want to be able to throw anywhere at any time. So you want to be able to throw when you're not looking. You want to be able to do it up close. You walk, turn and burn. Right in the bullseye there, right? You just keep walking. I like doing walk backs like this. Right? You just keep walking back, but you put your back to the target, turn around, boom. Right? And then you can charge. Nice and fast. You want that good athletic stance, which means you got your legs a little more than shoulder width apart. You got your crouched a bit, so you're very stable, and you're very quick on the feet. You're ready to react. You're ready to move, pivot. You know, it's a very good stance. People in the knife throwing community might make fun of me, but they don't realize how important stance is. When I throw my knife like this, I am so stable, I'm so ready, and I'm dialed in when I do this. And being able to have a nice consistent stance like this, there's another way, and I've thought about this. There's another way that's better. This is one of the best athletic stances. Pitchers, batters, like people are going to smash a ball. Everybody that has this type of stance, a goalie, they're sturdy, they're stable. You know, they're ready to react. They're ready to move. And it's very important to, in combat, be in shape, be good on your feet, and understanding standing tall limits you. It's gonna hurt you in the end. You know, you want to get a little lower. You want to have a little more balance. I'm gonna be able to move a lot better this way. Fast reactions. All three bullseyes right there. I love that. Backing up. Oh, right? However you can train, just do it. If you've done something over and over and over and over again, and that's all you're doing, you're getting yourself into a pattern, and that's the only way you're going to be able to react. Stand yourself back to the target, run forward, turn around. All right, you want to. And the more you can do that, the better. Oh, I can't see how it wouldn't be. Those things are right in there. Oh, hey. Got my dog and my moderator. Got a lot of people on lately. I love it. You guys want to know anything, you just let me know what it is, and I'll address it. Here to help. I don't know everything. I know a lot, but I don't know everything, so we can definitely help each other out. See all my nice new setup back there, how nice that is. Let me see here. I won my first professional quality throwing knife from the paper plate challenge. That's you! Skillbilly, I should have known that. Oh, buddy. Super awesome to have you on the channel. Oh man, why didn't I connect that sooner? You are awesome. Yes, you did. And I like to do those challenges more. I'm going to try to do them more. I had a paper plate, what he's talking about, and I put a circle on the paper plate. And when you throw the paper plate, you have to hit it, but not just hit it. You got to get it within the circle that you drew on the paper plate. And I did it, and I said, whoever can do this first, send me your video, and I'll give you a knife. And he got himself his first throwing knife because of that. Oh man, that means so much. And now he just sent me a knife like no other. One of a kind. So it's a cool full circle, kind of like the favors being returned. He's an awesome brother, not just a bro. He's a bro in Christ, and that makes it even, for me, that makes it way better. Brothers in Christ, people that can be there for one another, hold each other accountable, help one another. You can count on them more than blood brothers. My blood brother doesn't care about me. He could live his whole life without talking to me, and he's fine with that. But I'll do anything for my brothers in Christ. Have a special spot in my heart. We talk about this a little bit on my channel, and I'm open to any type of questions and comments. Not afraid of any. So it is really nice to have you, man. Appreciate you. Skillbilly, I love you, bro. I love you. And you have a good throw. I don't think you were making fun of me when you did this, but maybe you realize, oh, that's intense. That's intense how he does that. Like, think of that. Think of how zoomed in you are, right? Oh. When I need to zoom in, this just gets me there. All my accuracy, like when I'm talking about, I'm aiming for a centimeter. A golf ball. I got through a golf ball. You have to hit that thing perfectly in the center to be able to hit it and penetrate it. So I always zoom in like that. I always got this going when I need to be as accurate as possible. And I'm telling you, it works. Especially if you're already got a skill of holding a rifle or a gun. You gotta go in the same position to zero in your knife throwing. Yes, locked in. Exactly. Everything shuts off. I've done this so much with a rifle. I just said, I'm going to do the same thing with a knife. It's just shorter. And it locks you in. 3 bullseyes. Yeah, like, it's weird. The more consistent and the more you can do it, it's like it shocks you. It shocks you. Your results are just kind of like unbelievable sometimes. Like 3 bullseyes in a row. I can almost hit a bullseye, every single time within 10 to 20 feet out of my 3 throws. I'll always hit one. And even that's shocking. Out of 3 throws, you're always getting almost a perfect throw. People say you can't be a perfect thrower. Sure, but you can get perfect throws. You just want them more. It's just, we're human. We can't be perfect, right? So that is what it is. But yeah, that throw in competition, that's how I would stand. I'd stand at the line, and I'd be like, that's how I would do it. Maybe at 7 meters, as I was doing today, I kind of do this. I kind of want to stay moving. It helps me be accurate. It helps me get a good throw. And then I get into it, and then I throw. A little longer distances, not as much. But I can still hold it like almost in the ready position. This is the ready position in the military. You're told that you're on patrol, and you say at the ready. And then you're just, boom, you're ready to react very quick. So I kind of do that, get a little pumped up, and then I throw. Skillbilly, you got a seriously powerful, good throw too. You've come a long ways. I think you got more attention than I do. My channel, 5, almost 6 years on YouTube, and I can barely crush 800 subscribers. On YouTube or Facebook. It is what it is. Really, I'm not in it for that. It just makes it better. But I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for you guys. For people like Skillbilly that I meet in life that I would never have met. That type of stuff, that's what I'm in it for. All right, let's pin a can. Let's pin a can. So it's going to be, here's a way to pin a can. You can kind of like hold it. And so you throw it with one hand, and then with the same hand, you throw your knife and you pin it. So let's do that. I haven't done this in years. It's really hard because you gotta, what I do is I grab 2 fingers and I pinch it and I throw it like that. And then so you go up, and as you go up, you come back down with your throw. all in one motion. 2 motions. Something like that. I like doing different things. Not at the beginning of training. If you're learning, don't do a bunch of different things. Just learn how to throw, get consistent, stay at a certain distance for a while. Move back slowly. Don't rush your distances. But yeah, once you're good, you can pick up things and just weird things and do it. Almost the wind has changed and is funneling into the garage. I can feel it against my can. Alright, I think through twice. Yeah, my wife's still getting over flu. I am too. We've been hit hard. He can stay. He can stay.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well. It's hard to be accurate throwing like this. I'm just warming up though. Half the trick, if you call it a trick, is throwing the can. Ronnie, nice to see you, man. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Doing good, man. How are you? One hand. That's it. You know what? I'll go for it next time, and I'll just taxi ride the can to the target. Ooh. I beat the can. The can hit the bump, the butt of my knife. I beat it. I rushed it. Here we go. Ooh. Makes you quick. Makes you react faster. It throws your body out of its routine, and you have to learn to be able to do something different. You work on a truck, eh? What kind of box truck? Is that like you're a truck driver, big deliveries, stuff like that, or are you rock truck? I drove rock trucks before I joined the military. Oh. Too low. This one's weird. I think I need more weight in my can. I got barely anything in there. Pretty empty. Cool, man. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do when I retire. Just chill out and do that. Maybe 2 different. Get two paychecks. Work at like 5 a.m. to like noon, and then do another business to like 5 at night. We got this. Here we go. Oh! Smashed it. Yeah, I hit the bottom. Went right through it. Not done. Not done until it's done. Yes, I got a Raptors. Probably about 9 feet up there. Oh. Something different that you've never seen live before. That's kind of what I like doing on my channel. Something different that you've never seen live before. Gotta keep it new, keep it fresh. Oh, yeah, the wind's coming in. Let me switch up can, see if I have something with a little more weight. There we go. This might have a little more weight. Very windy on the East Coast. Boom. Ready? You want to see that again? Everybody's chiming in. Throwing it with one hand, the can, and then the knife. Got this. We got this. Oh, it's not like me. I was just kind of upset that the can can't go to the target. If you got a big target, you know, you can hit it a lot easier than having to aim for just a circle. You know, I don't count it even if it's off the target and I pin it to the wall. Nope. Nope, I don't like it. All right. I always like saying this. If something's not working, change it up. Don't try the same thing if it's not working. So right now, the can seems to be going off to the right too much. So what I'm going to do is stand a little close, a little further to the side so that I can kind of counter that curve. We'll see if I can get a better aim with the can this way. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. It's a super weird way to throw. Get a little off to the side. Don't change my distance. Let's aim for the side here. All right, we're getting it within 3. Here we go. That's one. That's one. Gotta throw the knife. Here we go. I had too much in there. I mean, what? What? That thing went right through it, and it must have hit whatever was weighing my can down and just popped the knife out. That is wild. That's within 2 throws, but we gotta do this. We gotta do this. This is 3. Oh, at least I hit it within 3. Like real good. Like real good. Here we go. Next throw. Next throw, I got it right here. Next throw, then here we go. Here we go. Oh, what's doing this? What is doing this? Don't worry, guys. This channel, we do it. We do it. We don't just say it. We do it. I always check it for comments. I like taking a little second in between throws and resetting. Sometimes you can get out of a funk and you just miss so much because you're just rushing your throw. Take a second, breathe, shake the body out a bit, reset, get back to the line, give it another throw. The problem is the can isn't making it to the target. That's my problem right now. Is this little flippity flompity. Flippity flompity. Oh! That one made it to the target. And we got it! We got it in this house! I dressed up my celebration stool. I don't know if you see my recent video, but I kind of used that to make fun of no reloading. I got through the bottom just like the miss. Both of them. Oh, not that can. This can. No, not that can. There, this can. Got through the bottom on each. Yeah, that's a fun. So I just threw the can with my pinky and index, and then I threw the knife. And we did it. We did it within what? Minutes. That's what we do here. Oh, I love it. I love hitting cans different ways. We'll just do a bunch of that. And I use different knives all the time for it. I just did a fatal throw. You're the man. Ronnie, thank you. Bella. Oh, Bella. Like beautiful in Italian. Bella. But I did a trick today on a trampoline. I threw the can, and then you'll have to see what happens. But it was awesome. You kind of, when you're jumping, it really throws you off. When you're jumping, yeah, like you can't react to ricochets, that's for sure. You can't react to ricochets. And you definitely can't throw the way you want because you're in the air. That's the problem with throwing a bunch of knives. Yeah, I'm bound to hit them eventually. I'm bound to hit one with one. Whenever you see a spark or you hit a knife, check for burrs. Check for burrs. I can clean these things up really nice, but when you're throwing, you don't want to ruin your throwing day by cutting yourself with a burr. They can be very sharp, and if you're grabbing it to pull your knife out, it's going to just gouge your arm, or sorry, your hand. I don't know if you can see the burr. It's very sharp. It's on the side here. So what do you do? What do you do when you got a burr? Well, it's very good to have a file on hand. All right, grab yourself a file, and then I can just keep throwing this knife, and then I'll clean it up later. Don't do too much. The file can take a lot of steel off. You don't want to take a lot of steel off. File it down. Now my finger ain't gonna get cut. Stuff like this, if you're learning, if it's good, I appreciate you guys to hit that like button. Hit that like button for me if you can. And we'll do another trick shot. Illinois, Rick Reeves, nice, from Illinois. That's awesome. Illinois, where is that near? Is that near Detroit, Illinois, Minnesota? Am I wrong there? Pennsylvania? Good to have you here though, man. I like it when people comment telling me where they're actually watching from. Love to hear it. I've had people from Brazil, Germany, all over the world watching. There's another level of satisfaction when I can knife throw live and all around the world we're all learning together, and hanging out. That to me is awesome. Makes throwing for me a lot better. Are you kidding me? Dubai? What a place to visit. What a place to visit. Oh, it's beautiful there and it's fun. Like one big massive resort. Amusement park. Awesome, man. Good to have you. Good to have you guys here. Appreciate every one of you. Even if you don't hit the like button, you're here. I love you. Thank you. So what are we going to do? We're going to do something different here. Let's grab another can. Let's do a behind the back throw and then snipe. Because when you throw behind the back, it messes your body up. Right? So then you got to turn and react to my throw. Quick movements, quick transitions from different positions. Boom. I like that little saying. And then pin the can. All right? Let's do it. I love pinning cans. I'm going to be out here throwing for a while. So even if you're just stopping in for a minute or two, awesome. But I'm going to be here for a while tonight. We're going to probably do a live giveaway on Friday or Saturday, depending. One of the two. Maybe I'll do both days, but we'll definitely do a giveaway for one of those days. Yeah, I know. Leave Canada in the winter and then go to Dubai to get away from the winter. I probably would want to go to like Italy first. If I'm going overseas somewhere, Italy would probably be my first want to go. Dubai would definitely be on the list. It's like a bucket list. Like, there's so much to do there, so fun. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to work the can out here first. Oh yeah, way off. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a can with more weight in it because that will help me be a little more accurate. I don't want to bore you guys, but trust me, if you know my channel, and if you don't, you'll see I get these things quick. I work it out and I get it quick. 26 people on. Awesome, guys. I should have 20 likes right now. Boom, just click the button. Oh, just boom. Just bam. All right, thanks, man. Boom. All right, getting a little closer. We got to dial in here. Maybe I'll throw a little bit more weight in this. I was trying something new there. I was trying coals from my fire. I don't like normally throwing steel. Like sometimes I'll just grab like a bolt or a screw and I'll throw it in the hole, turn the cap, keep it from falling out. And that's what I use to kind of weigh it down a little bit more. All right, here we go. I seem to be throwing over here more, so that just means I gotta turn or I gotta yank my arm a little bit more. All right, okay, a little bit more. It's all about feel, right? Getting that feel. Ooh, if the rafter wasn't there, that would have been perfect. Ooh, all right, here we go. If I had to target right here, would have been done. Okay, here we go. All right, okay, here we go. You can still see me because I'm trying to walk over here as much as possible to counter that. Ooh, that was the best one yet. Ooh, even better. To be able to do it over here makes me happy. Okay, all right, here we go. Always like checking the comments, especially when it's Ronnie. Yes, hit that like button. Thanks, Ronnie. If I hit this trick, hit the like button. How about that? We'll make a deal. Verbal contract. Thing is, I might only have a couple opportunities. So I gotta make it count when I do get the can to the target. What a weird way to react. Not the way I like normally throwing. I'm kind of like joisting or whatever they call that sport. Jousting. Okay, we're gonna switch it up here. I'm gonna try something different. That was good. I'm getting there now though. I'm gonna transition a lot quicker. I think I hesitated to not do it, but we're doing it now. We're almost going to throw it and pivot. I lose a lot of power that way. Here we go. We're still doing it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell how quick this has to be. Difficulty level has to go right up when it's fast. Take a second here. Bedrock. Nice, Barney. Nice to have you. Barney from Bedrock. I think there's a joke there. I'm not a Barney knowledge guy, but I think Barney's from Bedrock, like the Flintstones. Nice one. It's hard to get me on this channel. It's going to be hard to get me. We're zeroing in. I think one of these days I'm going to throw a 25-pound plate and pin it for you guys. If you haven't seen that, just look in the search bar. Guy pins a 25-pound plate with a knife. Yeah. No, nobody's going to be able to do that. Nobody. Okay. Those feel good. If I'm doing that, I'm going to step a little bit more over this way now. Oh, that would have been juicy. Oh, we're going to get this. And when I'm holding my knife, oh, it kind of gets a little sweaty. Like, you know, the palms are sweaty, and these weak arms are kind of heavy. There's no vomit on my sweater, though. It most likely won't be. Like I said, I've had probably 1 or 2 opportunities to even get the can out of like 20-some throws. Crazy. I don't like giving up on my channel. I don't like giving up. The determination that I have to do something that I say I'm going to do is crazy. I'll show you something after this. There was, when I bought this house, something was left behind. I can't throw it in here. It looks like ancient, but if any of you know anything about this, I'll show you. You gotta tell me. This behind the back. Whoa, that's hard. Okay. I got it now. I feel it now. I stepped into the middle here. Yeah, okay, I feel it better there. All right, now we're gonna work it here. We're gonna work it. One side to the other side, one side to the other side. The freaking rafter, man. Gotta take a second, because I feel like I'm spinning around so much. Are you from Canada? Having that poppy there. Yeah, I've been in the military for 20 years. Going on 20 years. And I have a lot of respect for no matter what country you're from. If you give up your life to pursue that as your career, job, whatever you want to call it, mad respect. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, I had to go for it. I knew I had not much room, but I hit it. Ooh, we gonna do this? We gonna do this? I wasn't ready for it there. I wasn't, but it was like, oh, that was a bad throw. We're all allowed some bad throws. I definitely hit it, just in a bad way. We're doing it. Oh. Oh. Oh, I hit my butt. My big butt. Oh, I hit my butt. Here we go. My butt. I was trying to compensate for my butt, and I threw it way off. We're doing this. World's first on alive. No one's done this before. Okay. It's throwing me off a bit now because of my butt. A little bit better there. We're going to get it, guys. Don't worry. Think of how many times I threw my knife. Not many. 3 times? Ooh. I normally don't like aiming for the sides because when you get the worst ricochets when your knife hits the side of the target. Oh my God. Oh man, cut you down. Oh, that was good, it just wasn't high enough. Hope everyone's doing good. Not here to bore you, I'm here to do it. No Canadians, thankfully. New Zealand. Wow, I celebrated with a military member in New Zealand, and I celebrated their Remembrance Day. It was during March or April here in Canada, and it was freezing outside. My hand was frozen to my rifle, standing at attention for like an hour, but it was for the New Zealand member that we had. We were paying our respect to him. That's really cool. No joke, man. You're from New Zealand, you point out the poppy. I did a Remembrance Day parade for your country. So cool. What are the odds? What are the odds of that, eh? Like, what are the odds of that? You better subscribe. I want you here again. Okay, I felt it there. I felt good there. Try to do every trick shot at about 10 feet. Usually that's a good distance for getting something done. That was good. Oh. I'm going to get in the zone. We're going to do it. Oh man, that was a good one. Why did, no hesitation, no breathing. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not near the target much. We got this. We got this. My can throws are getting better, I gotta be honest. This is how a trick shot that you don't do where, you know, something's new. This is how it looks trying to get it done. You gotta iron out all the tweaks, you know, and get it just right. And then when you got that opportunity, you try not to lose. You try not to miss it. I guess I could have taxied it, but maybe I'll have to go for those taxis. Maybe I only ever done this once in my life. I went right through the can. But because I'm just below the target, I went through the can and the target hit it off. The target hit it off. Oh, it was close enough. No, gotta do it. We don't just willy-nilly it. That's a willy-nilly right there. We need a full Jimmy Russellin in here. That's the only way to get something done. Full Jimmy Russells. A full Jimmy Russellin is needed here. We don't just do it like that and say, well, I hit the can. No. We don't just, no half Russell, no quarter Russell. We need a full Jimmy Russell on this one. A little fly, a little friggin' bugs because it's nice out coming out here. I don't know if they're going to get in the way of the camera. I'll mess them up. I'll keep an eye on that. I don't want bugs in the view that you have. Actually, if that's the case, this probably will be better for you guys anyways. Bring it a little closer. I want you to see. I don't want it to... I'm over here, still good, kinda. What's going on, everybody? Close up of me. Kinda. Just straighten it out a bit more. Boom. Oh, we took a little second there. I think I readjusted, got a new can. Here we go. That was perfect distance and accuracy just off to the right. Okay, see, the more opportunities I can get the can to the target, done within minutes. Come on, for the people. For the hanger gang, for the furry boys, let's do this. Oh, that was it. That was a good one. That was enough. Gotta stay focused. Can't get down on yourself. Not for trick shots, not like this. Took off a piece. Because I know I can't get the perfect can throw, I'm going for it more. than normal. And for normal, I wouldn't be going for these, but I'm going for them. Okay, that was probably the closest one, minus the one that actually hit. I feel it. I feel it. It's in my jellies right now. It's in my jellies. If one's going to upset me, it's that one. That's probably my best hand throw. Yeah. Yeah. For real. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate you all. We're doing trick shots here that you've not seen done before, most likely, especially live. All right, behind the back, turn and burn. See, like, I can do these way quicker because my hand is straight. For some reason, behind the back, it curves. It naturally wants to curve and not go straight. Just by saying that helped. Watch. Why didn't I go for it there? Probably because I'm missing so much, I'm hesitating too much. It's probably the longest trick shot on my channel I've ever done, but it's okay. It's okay. When you see it hit down here, I'm not like, it ain't me, it's like this far from the target. It's so far from the target, it's crazy how not good it is in real life. You guys probably can't see it that way though. It's those opportunities I can't let go because I don't get them often. Okay, 2 in a row. I was real close, guys. I'm telling you, that's coming. Exactly where I wanted, just over a foot. Oh my goodness, rafters, get out of here. I've always had rafters. Like, I've always had some type of ceiling that restricted me, unless I was outside. All my indoor ranges. Dang, man. Dang, man. Here we go. Yeah, see, I'm low because I don't got much opportunity to hit it. So I'm aiming there because that's where my cane keeps going. I don't want that. All right, within 5. I'm calling it right now, within 5. I was within 5. 5 throws with a knife. Here. There's one. And dang it. Dang it. I know. We're just in this trance getting this together. We're getting this together. I hit the rafter. Whoa! The whole chair is like busted off. You know what? It's still usable. There's still something there for your butt. I think after that trick shot, it was worth it to break it. All right, let's put my tutu back on it. Gotta have the tutu. That's my new thing right there. You want to think no reloading is good for combat? Just watch my video and see what I think about that. Is that in there? You seeing that tutu? Did it! Did it! World's first, baby. We did it. Mabster. That was. I can't wait to actually watch this myself so I can see how that looked. Very close to the bullseye. I probably had it with, honestly, 10, within 10 throws in the target. And you gotta get it. You gotta make it happen when it's there. You can't miss much when it's there. You don't get many opportunities to do that. Because this is Wade. That's not like me. Alright, so what I wanted to show everybody, look at this thing. This is an old school spear. I think somebody just like modified the tip, but there's engravings. This thing, you can screw it. It could just be some art that somebody made and sold, but it looks wicked cool. Like it could be old. But I have no information on this thing. It was just left here. I'll throw this outside. Not on this target, though. This target's too hard for this. But outside, I'll throw this. Looks like a crazy cool spear. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute here. Yeah, I don't want it bending. Oh, yeah, that's sick. It looks like some African engravings, maybe, like a tribe in Africa that uses, they still to this day, hunting with spears. Hey man, Kyle, that's awesome. The ping pong table's still working for you. Wicked. You've made more room for me. I got a ton of room now because the ping pong table used to be behind that couch. So thank you. I'm glad it still works good. I definitely braced up the base to hold it so that it would last longer. But that thing has done a lot of parties for me back in the day. Now I don't do that stuff anymore, but back in the day, that ping pong table got me through it. It got me through it. Nice to see you here, man. I'm glad. Sweet deal. Sweet deal. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second here. Alrighty, for all those people that just left it running and hanging out still, thank you. We're back, we're live. We're rocking it today. Okay, we're gonna do some more stuff here. I want to get that in, so these bugs aren't too bad if I just keep it like that. And then you get my celebration chair in there and you get everything. Perfect. Boom. All right, this is like it's definitely a skill shot. Let me show you something that I like to do a lot of. This is going to require as many knives as you want. I got 6. 1 in my hand here, 5 on the chair there. What we're going to do is pin the can like we like to do. So you're going to work on hitting a moving target, right? That's what we're doing right now, hitting a moving target. We don't know where it's going to land. We're just going to hit it close to it. There we go. Now you're going to grab your other knives and you're going to do a little bit of a walk back and you're going to aim for that can. I'm all around it. I'm all around it. But that's a nice little fun trick, skill shot to do. So I got about 2 in there. Oh, that's tough in there. Normally from 10 feet, I can get a can really fast. This can keep going. You know, I've done this a lot too, and I've had the knives in my hand, but it really messes up your consistency in throwing a can because the weight changes things up. So you can put it in your back pocket or pocket. You can put it down beside you on a table behind you, whatever, on the ground. Pin your can. Once you got all the holes in it, air travels into the holes and takes it off track. That's okay, it makes it harder. I tell you, these Vengeance, this knife is called the Vengeance. They're 7 millimeters thick, right in between 6 and 8. I'm telling you, these things I throw them so good. They're just so good. I love the weight, the aggressive tip it has. Just a great knife. I started off with them. I've thrown them more than any other knife. I can't wait to get my knife from Skill Billy. I am really excited for this knife to come because it's so unique and cool. Can't wait to throw it. Alright, a little off here, we can get it. Oh, we'll get her. We'll get her real quick. There it is. Gotta have a little drinky drink here. It's been awesome. It's been a great live. Little training drill I do right here. This is what I'm showing you. I think using a bigger can can be better because you get a little more target to hit, like a bigger can. 473 milliliters. But you're going to hit your knife maybe. It's still a good, because you're aiming for something different on there. You're not necessarily just going for a bullseye every time. So you're getting better at your accuracy when you throw yourself a different target. Just fun things too. For me personally, I like doing different things. It just keeps me engaged and having a better time when I'm engaged. Doing the same thing, so much repetition, same thing too in it. It's just that, no, not exactly. Not going to keep me engaged as long. Okay, you know what? I'm telling you, if you switch the can out, I would have had it. I'm very good at throwing a can with no holes in it. Throw the same can with the same weight, you get really good at it, right? Smash cities. Here we go. Way too much of a lob. I could have sat down and had a tea. Yeah, this isn't like me. Well, another way you could do it too is up close. I mean, this you got to be very good because you can't get out of the ricochets as much. But up close, right? You just get it in there. A little quicker to be able to get it, I think. And then you just go back. And that way that throws you off because you're flicking it so much. So now I have to adjust a lot more. So I like this way too. I do this a lot. Like they're all within inches of it. That's what you want. And whenever you hit that can, telling you that satisfaction. Satisfaction. What's that song? Satisfaction. I wish YouTube would allow you to listen to like music live and not cut you out. That would be pretty cool. You take the weight out of the can and go recycle the can. Just like that. So that's a cool drill. You can do two different ways. I've done that with cards as well. I would I would get a card. Hold on here. Right? Pokemon card. Actually, let's not do Doug Trio. Let's do a different card. Let's do Simisage. Simisage. Nobody likes Simisage. And I would hold the card up here real close. And I would just let it fall, and I would hit it. Oh, there's two cards stuck together. How convenient. Just let it fall and hit it. This was at a different house that I did this. I never did this here. This is tough. Oh! Right, and then you can go and grab your knives again, and you're aiming for something a little bit smaller. Maybe you can't get yourself cans, so cards you can. And then you aim for the card. Good little trick. Your groupings around the card, good to go. I'd rather be close to it rather than actually hitting my knife that's in it. But these are just fun trick shots, skill shots, fun drills, training drills. That's what I'd rather call them, drills. I played a lot of hockey in my life. And hockey drills, you know, that's what they called them. You're doing different things with different patterns, different movements, and it's going to develop skill. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yes, I try to do these things to work on my accuracy, and it overall makes you a better thrower. You do the same thing, yet you're probably going to be really good at that. Change it up, you might not. And then when you start changing it up a lot and getting good at a lot of different things, overall, you're a better thrower. You're better at what you're doing. I mean, only crazy people really do the same thing expecting different results. So don't try to do the same thing over and over again. Not in my head do I promote that. Not to myself and not to you. All right. I know it's Wednesday. Most of you probably work. I took some leave to enjoy my time. I haven't had much time off since my last deployment where I haven't been sick. My kids and my wife got me they got me sick and then sick again. And I haven't had a break, so I'm really enjoying this right now, though I knew the weather was going to be awesome. I like it when there's no mosquitoes and I don't have to sweat. The temperature's just right. That's my time. That's my time. All right, we're going to do some other stuff too, man. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. You know what we do on this channel? We open up Pokemon cards. I was born in the 80s. I was a little teenager, a little young kid when these came out. These are one of the newer sets. Maybe the newest one. Not Destiny Rivals. That's the next one coming out. I like getting the sleeved booster packs because the sleeved means they're not really weighed or anything like that. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can get a big pull. I would love the Iono's Belly Gold, or I would love another Articuno. I've already pulled an Articuno. All right, so let's see. I'm looking like you're looking. We're both looking at this together. All right, we got an Impidimp. What the frick's an Impidimp? We're going to snipe that guy. Stunfisk. Bombardier. Parasect. That's right. This is what we do. Focusing on that. There we go. Some snakes. This is our first reverse holo. We got a Brox, one of the original trainers. All right, here we go. We got a winner. Let's do this. Come on. Oh, Tyranitar. Nothing. And that's what it is. A little bit of gambling. That's what. But some of those cards are pretty cool. I keep pretty much all of them. Nowadays, Pokemon is so freaking high up there, you can just resell them and just get tons of money back. I got a big collection there. If you haven't already, check out my last video I made. We do a lot of combat knife throwing on this channel. I like combat knife throwing. I like combat. I've been in the military for 20 years. And that's kind of what I do. I throw with a purpose. There is something that I am doing here with a purpose. And it's going to hurt. Would you want this thrown at you? No way. Oh, you're coming at me quick. Oh, what's that? I still got a knife. What's that? Now you fall. What's that? Another buddy comes? Yo, I still got a knife. I'm not, now we're game. I don't know if YouTube will like me for that. I think there's much worse out there, though. Oh, man. And when you get into throwing knives, no matter, like, if you're like me, because I'm probably one of the most consistent throwers out there. I throw one way, and I don't throw any other way. But there's other things. There's axes, tomahawks, cleavers, throwing cars, shock rams. There's so much you can throw. These things are the easiest. Right, I've won these from Ace Jet. They won a lot of their competitions. I'm the Ace Jet Master, #1 Ace Jet Master in the world. I have more wins, and I have better wins than anyone else out there. All those people that lost to me couldn't even say congratulations to me on the end of it. Haters are going to hate. They don't like it, but they can suck it. Anyways, I like them. If you ever wanted to reach out to me, you're watching my channel, you know who you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you did. I'm here to forgive. These things might be a little harder to stick because they're light and it's a hard target. But generally things like this, really easy to stick and fun. And they're hard to get out too. I'll throw these at this and I'm done. I pinned a can with one of these too, which is really tough too. All you gotta do is throw them. Like that's in there. Because there's blades all around the card. You can really get damaged with your hand. You gotta really pull them out nicely. Those are fun though. I mean, getting a nice sheath with these, like that would be ninja stuff. I'm not into the ninja stuff. I'm not a wannabe ninja. I'm the real deal, Holyfield. That's how I generally look at myself. I want to be as realistic as possible. Not training, I mean, certain things are just fun to do, but I'm not into no reloading because it's not realistic. It's just going to build bad habits doing that. I'm not into these other things as much, like throwing those cards, because I'm not working on something that's really going to mean something. They're fun. I'll do them once in a while. I'll do things like that all the time once in a while. But I'm not going to do it all the time because eventually you're going to start to build a bad habit. You're going to start to lose the skill you developed with other things. So you got to stay focused. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I know I get a little bit more people watching than I normally do because we're growing here. And so the like button, I know people come in and they comment like, oh, I haven't seen your channel. I just popped up. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. That's what you can do for me. I can entertain you. Yeah, those cards fly, man. I can entertain you. Those cards fly. That's entertaining, right? Watching those cards, maybe you don't have them. You'll never have them. You'll never see somebody throw them. Well, you saw here. You saw here. Also, what you can do with knives now, not in combat. This is another thing that I never would recommend to somebody. You got two knives. You're going to throw two knives at once. Why waste two shots when you can be more accurate and more powerful with one? You're losing accuracy and you're losing power and you're throwing two weapons at once. You're throwing away two weapons. Maybe you don't got a good shot. Maybe you would have had a better shot on your second throw, but you just threw away two. Someone out there tries to convince people that throwing two or three knives at once can be a useful effect in combat. Mountain man. So this is two knives at once. It sounds cool, looks cool, and I can throw them very powerfully. But I would rather throw two back to back than two at the same time. Boom, I missed my target. Now what? Well, oh, I missed my target, but I have another one. There we go. Right between the eyes. Oh, man. I really cleaned these knives up nice. I'm telling you, you get yourself a heavy-duty sander, get yourself some different grits of sandpaper, and you can clean your knives up. You don't have to do much. You don't lose steel with a 2,000 grit sandpaper. You just make your knives really nice and smooth, nice and clean, no rust. Beautiful, beautiful. And when they're nice and smooth, you can no reload. It's another thing that I think is hilarious. So there's two no reloads. Now we got two knives at once. Now we go close. Oh, man. What a combo! Yeah, there's some of us who, maybe this is entertaining, but there's some of us that love knife throwing, so this is probably more entertaining for those people. Knife throwing is just absolutely phenomenal. It's super fun. Let me see if I can charge this up, because if I'm going to go for another hour, all my kids are going to school. Don't mind the wobble. There we go. Hit the like button. I got 13 likes. Do you guys see my haters count over there? Do I need to? Right there. Well, let me finger. Oh. Right there. I can add you to that haters count. I feel like a lot of people from work, maybe some of my family, they don't want to say anything when they're watching. They don't want to know they're like let me know they're watching. They secretly watch, and I think who knows, but a lot of people watch. I'm cool with a lot of people watching. You don't got to comment. But when I got one or two people commenting and there's 30, 40 people watching, you're like, yo, what are you all doing? Maybe five, six, seven people commenting. Hi, how are you? Edward, how are you feeling? Are you feeling healthy? Bro, I'm as healthy as they can get. Oh, I mean, if when it comes to work, I'm on like Tylenol, I'm on antibiotics right now, I'm getting better, but for me it's hard to sit still. So I threw in some leave to relax and do something because I've been going a little nuts lately. After deployment, I couldn't really do what I wanted to do because I've just been sick. But now I'm feeling better. Um, Slowly getting there. But I mean, I'm drinking my bone broth every day. I'm eating healthy every day, steaks and eggs. I feel great when I do that stuff. I normally don't get sick. It was my wife that got me sick. I haven't seen her in a while. Came home, boom, I'm sick. But you have kids like me, they were the ones that get sick first. Wife gets sick, I'm sick. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling much better, man. So thank you for asking. You might be a guy I don't recognize the name too much, but from work, and I've been taking some time off. Boom. So it's nice. I mean, I just went on a little rant there, and I got a new guy commenting. I love it. Thank you, boys. Oh, right in the bullseye. Ah, the bullseye again. Oh man, 5 out of 6, because I couldn't throw my knife really in there anymore, because there was way too many knives. Yeah, I don't mind any comment. I don't care what type of comment you're giving me. All I can say is my response might offend you more. Just remember that. We don't tiptoe on my YouTube channel. I mean, this is my safe place, and I try to make this a safe place for other people as well. All right, we're gonna do some other knives here. What do we got? We got some cool ones. This one here is a real nice one. I love finger spinners now. I'm probably gonna send this one. I've been really drilled. I could not get to him yet because I can't think of the knife that I want him to make a sheath. So I'm sending him probably a few because it's hard to pick a couple and say, I want a sheath made for those. This one is made by Loic. Guy is such a nice dude. He's so awesome. He's one of the best no-spin knife throwers in the world, and his designs are one of the coolest out there. Like, by far. This is called a Spinosaurus, like a dinosaur. And it's got a no-spin design, and it's got a spinner. How many no-spin designs out there have a spinner? Where you can just play around with it. You're in class, you're at work, and you pull this out of your sheath, and you just sitting at your desk answering some emails. You're at the urinal at work, taking a leak, and the guy comes beside you, and you're just doing this while you leak. And it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a freaking bullet. It's like 8 millimeters thick. This thing weighs probably about 300 grams. That's a heavy duty no spin thrower. I mean, the shape, the point. I cleaned off the point, like all these edges and lines. I cleaned them all off myself, and I don't affect it anymore. I'm very good with a heavy duty sander. I'd say get that skill. As a man, the tools that we've invented as we evolved and got smarter and developed new things, get good at those tools. Save a lot of money, and you can save a lot of things. Oh, this thing hits like a bullet. I really like to throw this thing because of how cool it is. Sometimes I force a knife because I like it so much, I want to throw it good, but this one naturally just does it for me. So let's pin a can with it. Just like that. Get out of here, Moth. Nobody wants you. Can you go outside? Boom. Right? Let's try that again without dropping the can. Can is slippery. Boom. Oh, this knife is so beastly. It's so beast. And in an ashwood target, it still penetrates like two inches or more. So we're gonna pin a can. This is called the can trick. Jason Johnson, he's the one who's done this first, and then it just got passed down. And a lot of knife throwers do this now. But he's the original. I'm glad somebody did it eventually. So Jason Johnson, shout out to you, bro. Really cool knife thrower, pro knife thrower on YouTube if you want to look him up. When I hit this can, it's going to blow a hole. Most of my tips are not this freaking big. So this thing will just blast through it. I love throwing this thing. I can't wait to throw this thing long distance outside. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. It throws really well. I can't say it enough. I think because the bottom is so much smaller than most. Like this thing is so much bigger, right? It just slides out the hand much easier because of that. Perfect throw every time. Not over-rotated, not under-rotated. And there's something therapeutic about spinning a knife around your finger. It's fun to do. You gotta throw the can, man. I mean, if you want to do this, you gotta throw the can, man. Come on, man. You gotta earn every inch. I think we're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. See, I like picking up different knives too. Throughout my training session now, at the level I'm at, and not missing. Just being able to pick up any knife you want and just go. There's a level of satisfaction about that too, that you get to. Because you can do it. You don't like need to, okay, I need to warm up. You know, you just do it. Oh. Oh. Today, I gotta be honest, I've been slacking on my can throwing. Been slacking on it. We'll do it right here. I've run out of saying that. I can't say that anymore. Alright, I'm gonna do it right now. If I can't do it right now, then I've run out of saying that. But yeah, spinner knives, look at that. That's so freaking satisfying. Oh, buddy. Woo, Jimmy rustling. Oh! Oh, so this is my celebration stool if you're new here. That's what this is. And when I need to celebrate, I need to throw something. That was beautiful. Like the ring, where you spin your finger is right in the can. Like, because I can penetrate this thing like crazy. Like, look how deep that went into the target. Look how deep that went into the target. What? What the heck? Oh, man. What the heck? That's crazy. Oh, man. It was so in there. It stayed in there. Beautiful knife. Beautiful little trick. say this is one of my faves. Would I want to throw it in competition? Not necessarily. In combat, I'd have to make this a live edge. And that's a big blade, but I would consider it. I would like to consider knives like this for combat. I love Tanto tips. And I would make this just a live edge right here. So when that comes in, it's cutting everything as it comes in. Everything, it's cutting everything. On this knife, I'd make all that a live edge. So when it comes in again, it's cutting everything. That's what I think about when I want to have a sheath made by Keystone. What tournaments have I won? I've won online tournaments. So at one point, I was the world's best with 6 knives. I can throw 6 knives under a second, and I consecutively threw 270, something like that, without missing. 6 knives. And I was on the top of a list, and I've only done that within a month. So that was my first thing that I crushed. Then I won some competitions done by some knife companies out there that make knives. They put out competitions, and they give the first place person $1,000. I won 3. There's 3 competitions that they've done, one a year. I've won 2, and I came second in 1. So I'm like, I won more than anybody. But those were a big one that I've won online. It's the Ace Jet competitions. So I've won those. I've done some recent ones where there's now the Berserkers, they call it, and they do these live competitions. So you got to do them live like I'm doing right now. So that there's no edits, there's no like submissions of a video that you can just do. And they did how many cans can you pin in 7 minutes, and I won that one. And that was, I got 10 cans in 7 minutes, but I didn't hit my first can until 6 minutes. So technically, I got 10 cans in 6 minutes. So I won that one. Any competition online, I've been winning. I've been winning them all. But in person in Canada, there's none. There was usually one in Ontario, but they're not even doing it this year. And I just haven't, as a military member, been able to be posted near these ones. And with COVID, when I started, I couldn't leave the country. So I haven't been able to travel around the world, which I would have to do in order to get to live competitions. But I want to so badly because I think I would do a great job. The more I would do, the more I would be able to do, the more I would I think I would dominate eventually once, because I'm very good with in nerves. Like I'm good with my anxiety. I'm good with my emotions. I can control them. With my job, I can do. I've trained to do it my whole life. So I don't think I would do too bad based on that. I would do pretty good, but I might have to just kind of feel it out the first one. Maybe I would surprise myself. But I know if the second, the third time, I think I'd start winning. Because I'm very competitive too. I'm not going to lose. I'm going to do the best I can do. So I would love to do some live competitions one day. I have a whole life ahead of me. I can do them when I'm 45, 50, 60. I'll be able to throw knives my whole life. And I think I'm looking forward to those moments that I can do that. There'll be a time I can do that. I'm a sponsored knife thrower too. So I get sent free knives to test. I'm allowed to do giveaways on this channel. So I'm allowed to give you guys like $100 towards these knives. Sometimes people just get a knife for free. Shipping costs are all handled. So I give out a lot of giveaways. I do a lot of challenges. So if you get into knife throwing and you do one of my challenges, I give away some knives to you. And so I do a lot of that stuff here too, because I'm a sponsored knife thrower, and I've won a lot of online competitions. So I got a ton of knives over there, and I can go through the list of them, and just like a plethora of them are free. I'm blessed, so I like to give back. I'm going to give back as much as I can. I hope you're all enjoying this hump day. This hump day. Ronnie, I had some good throws on Monday. Oh, good to hear. Some days, Some days are just like, oh, that was a good day. That was a good day. Oh, that was a good day. Anyways, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm wearing one of my favorite knife companies' Tops. Because one of my favorite knives is a Tops knife. Right? Tops. That's a Sky Marshall. This knife is just it's the most comfortable grip. Like the handle goes right into this guard. It's such a nice knife and I love Tanto tips. Don't get me wrong, a Tanto tip, nothing's better. Those are Tanto tip knives. These knives I can throw in competition and I do very good. You're gonna see a couple shorts come out where I'm just throwing at 7 meters. That's the max distance in a competition. You gotta throw 3 knives at 3 meters, 4 meters, 5 meters, 6 meters, and 7 meters. And the target you're hitting depends on where you're hitting it, where your points are evaluated. 7 meters is the furthest distance. So if you can do very good at 7 meters and get 4s or 5s, I would say those would make you win a competition. You want 4s or 5s, maybe 1 3 somewhere, but you're aiming for 4s or 5s. And right there, that's a 5. The bullseye is 4 inches. Is 4 inches long. Right, so I'd be really upset to get a 3 at 3 meters, 4 meters, and 5 meters. I'd be upset to get a 3. I'd not be happy. I generally want all 5s at 3 meters. So you get 3 different targets to aim at. So you go 1. You get a 4. Okay, next one. All right, that's a 5. Good. Boom. Okay, another 5. 4, 4, 5. Now you're looking at 14 points for that round. And you add up your points, and I believe you're allowed to do it twice. And the max points you can get, I think, are 250, 240, something like that, maybe 200. And that's how competitions work. And they do much different things in competitions. They do fast draw competitions where you got to throw against somebody else, and the first person to hit the target wins. And then you just keep going, do or die. Evan, how you doing, man? Nice to see you here. I love new commenters. I love new people on the channel. This is a record for me. Having over 100 people watching has definitely made my day. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. The more of you that hit this like button, I mean, come on, man. If there's a time, do it now. Oh, yes. So that's kind of what I do. I do some 3, 4, and 5 in my garage. I do a lot of that. And that's, I think, amateur goes up to 5. Amateurs, and then there's pro. So amateurs will start at 2 meters, and then they'll go to 3, 4, 5. And then pro, they start at 3 meters, and they go to 7. So I'm close to 5 meters right here. You barely have my face in the target. So me up to 5 meters, I'd say me up to 6 meters is dangerous. Today, all I did was practice at 7 meters. I haven't been able to get the 7 meters in my last house, because I'm in the military, I get posted a lot. My last house, I was able to get to 8 meters in my basement. So I was able to train all year, all the seasons, 365 days a year, I was able to train. And that made me really good. So I started in about 2020, all the way to 2024, or I started in 2019. So I was able to throw for like 4 or 5 years, all around the year, and that helped. Now I can only do up to about 5, 6 meters in the winter months. So I get out to that limits your training at 7 meters. To do good in competition, you need to be good at 7 meters. You want to win, you got to be good at 7 meters. You don't miss. You just don't miss. You're relying on other people to not do well if you're missing, and you don't want to do that. So I do train to always be ready, but my main love for knife throwing, it's got my heart, is combat. It's a martial art. Right, you do some martial arts actually train with knives, and now all I'm doing is adding the throwing aspect, and that just adds another level. By the way, did you see that bullseye? Oh, I hit the knife because it was in the bullseye again. So these knives are my personal design. They're my personal design. There's no knives out there made like these, but they're very similar to other no-spin throwers because I'm throwing this knife without it spinning in the air. You can throw rotationally. This is just flying out my hand straight. And I love tanto tips. So my thrower is going to have a tanto tip. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Wet your target, eh? If you're getting into knife throwing, wet your target. All right, we're going to do some accuracy. We're going to do some accuracy drills. Accuracy drills. What is accuracy drills? Well, get yourself one of these staples. And if you got a lot of cards, playing cards, Pokemon cards, hockey cards, grab yourself the card, put it up here. Let's put it a little lower right here. A little different than last week. We put it high last week, we're putting it low. And I'm going to try to get 3 knives in that card. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. If I can get 1 or 2, I'm happy. If I can get 3, mission accomplished. That's the goal right now. I subbed and liked. Evan, appreciate you, man. More than you realize. Thank you, bro. I hope to see you more here. Whatever you want to know, if it's entertaining, cool. That's all I'm doing is killing some time, cool. If you want to learn anything, you want to talk about anything, my email is always in the description below, and you can email me too. Anything you want to talk about, I'm here for you. You down, you want to talk to somebody, I'm here for you. You found a channel that's not just here for themselves, I'm here for you guys. Overall, that's why I'm here. So I'm grateful to have you guys. Simple Man Duke. Same thing, man. Same thing I just said, I say to you, thank you. Every new subscriber that lets me know in the comment section, you get a special shout out. And I hope you guys can get here this weekend when I do a live, because I'm doing a giveaway. And I would love it for you guys to win. And that's my ultimate way of giving back to you. So I do like to do giveaways, and I do like to show my appreciation too. It's not just a word thing here, and we just, here's some sugar in my words. Look, I'm here to give back. Okay? More than just a little. No, I think the camera, the way I have it switched around, you're seeing everything turned around. I'm right-handed. My dominant hand is right-handed, but I can throw left-handed as well. I've been training to do left-hand throws, but I don't like to put much time into my left hand, because for combat purposes, if I were to lose my right arm, I'm not thinking about throwing with my left. Like, there's no reason for me to waste time in my left arm. My left arm is my defense, my shelter. It's going to be something to use other than throwing. Throwing is for my right arm. Train different things with my left. Get out of here, moth. Get out of here, moth. Let me just finish this moth's life. If any bug lovers are on here. Oh, I think it just crawled up my freaking hole. I don't like moths. If you like moths, I'm sorry. You might see one. Go outside. Oh. This moth is on fire for light. Okay, well, he's done. Camera moved because, I don't know, got in the way of the moth. Cheers, everybody. All right, so we have, what is the giveaway? I give away money. I give away like $100 towards my sponsor. In the description below, you'll see a website link. Right now at Etsy, he's getting his own website soon. And you'll be able to go on his website, and I'll give you a coupon for $100, or I'll just work it out in an email to you, and I'll get knives sent to you for free, or whatever you want. You just let me know, because he sells shirts, mugs, a whole bunch of stuff. So I give away coupons, I give away $100, I give away knives. Depends on what's going on, but you can get really lucky, because my boss has even sent some people 3 knives for free, shipping, handling. You don't pay a cent. All you got to do is just talk to me in my email. So you send me an email and we chat. And if you're the winner, you can get 3 knives. And those can go for like $200. So you're winning free giveaway for like, that's like Mr. Beast, Dude Perfect type of level. Like some people do giveaways on some like collector Pokemon channels and you're getting 10, $20 or a good card sometimes, but this channel gives away a lot. Like generally want to give away as much as I can. I don't care about the money. Oh, at the end of the day, I think this YouTube world, we all become a community, and the more you can get for free, the better. Like it's just overall the better. And if I want you to throw knives, that's the goal. I want you to throw knives at the end of the day. To get you a knife in your hand is going to do that. And that's my goal. I'm doing a giveaway. Yeah, I can do a giveaway of an axe. Absolutely. I have a dozen axes. I'll give away one of my own personal ones, brand new. Maybe we can do that. Let me think about it, because this weekend I got my sponsor being able to do a giveaway, but maybe I'll give him a break, and maybe I'll do a giveaway of an axe. Good idea, man. I'll be thinking about that now. I'll be thinking about what I want to do. I have a lot of axes. And a lot of the axes I have, I want tomahawks made custom for me eventually, but all the axes I have been companies reaching out to me, giving me free stuff. So a lot of the axes I have no problem also reaching back out to you guys and giving out to free. They're good camping axes, but they're also good for throwing. If you look at my channel, I have videos of me throwing them and doing trick shots with them. So they're pretty durable. They're pretty good. They're pretty sharp. And they got a nice sheath that comes with them, sharpening stone. But yeah, definitely be able to give away some free axes, man. Hold on here. I'm going to close my garage door. And hopefully this doesn't disrupt the signal. I don't think it will. And that way the bugs stop coming in. There are these bright mechanic lights, and they attract bugs like nothing else. If there's something on the street, a bug, they see me right now. I'm like an alien ship landing, and everyone's like miles away or they can see it. All right, back to a little bit of throwing here. We're doing an accuracy drill. So you put up a target, like a card, playing card like I just showed. I don't know if you were here for it, but that's why I'm repeating it. And you throw it somewhere different. Don't always throw it in the bullseye. I don't generally like doing that because I'm always aiming for the bullseye if there's nothing up there or a can. So I like to throw a card somewhere else around the target, and then I go for it. And what the goal is to get 3 knives in that card, or at least 1 out of the 3. I'm happy with 1 or 2. But the goal is to get 3 in that card. You shouldn't get either, my man. If you were to pick one or the other, I would say none. I've done both, and I'm sure you probably have too with a question like that. But it's doing nothing good for you, health-wise, mentally, spiritually. It's hurting you. It's a temporary satisfaction that hurts. Do temporary satisfactions that don't hurt you. The ones that hurt you, the poison, the stuff that's hurting your muscles, like do you want muscle or do you want to hurt your whole body, all of its health? And then you're young, you're 20, maybe mid-30s, and you're still drinking and smoking. You're going to have a bad 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh, I only live once, I'll do what I want. Yeah, you only live once, so don't you want to actually not be in a hospital? When you're living, like this stuff will lead you there. Come on, man. Be smart about it, Roger. This channel will give you an answer. All right, we're going to zoom in. This is how I zoom in. When I throw, this is how I zoom in. If I'm hunting, if I'm going on a patrol in the military, that's how I'm holding my rifle. This is how I hold my knife. Boom, just like that. So that's how I zoom in. Bad throw. Here we go. I guess that's a warm-up. Let's call it a warm-up. Because I'm a little off. Maybe that comment got me going. I'm here to help people. If you want to ever reach out to me, Roger, my email is in the description. We can chat further in private. Here for you, bro. Ooh, right beside it. That's blocking the card now. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to get serious. Now we're going to get serious. Now we are going to get serious. You want to see serious? I hope I can show it because I'm about to do it. Oh, I got one. So I'm happy with one. Not a center cut, but right on the edge. So that's cool. The goal is to get 3. Once I get 3 in that card at once, I'm happy. I'm mission accomplished and I'm done. I'm doing some speed throwing. That's okay. Throwing a lot is good because right now I'd say is the best training. If I've been throwing for like almost 3 hours right now, my arm is getting tired, my heart rate's up obviously. Now is the good time to get good, especially for combat. You're not going to be fully well rested when you're in the fight. Sometimes you might have to be tired. Mosquitoes are already coming out. Here we go. All right, now we're getting serious, and there's already almost 2 hits. The first hit kind of bounced off the spike in there. There's some nails all in there. I think I hit a nail. Oh, beautiful. I'm getting now back to back. I'm hitting the card at least once. Center cuts. That's 2 back to back. Oh, and they're in there. And my knives are not over rotated and they're not under rotated. And what that means is if I hit the target, it's not like this. It's not like this. I hit the target and it's straight in there. That's what you want. And that's what I'm getting. So I'm happy with a miss near the card. There we go. That card's about to fall off because I'm hitting it so much. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. I hope you can. If not, let me know and I can bring you maybe a little closer. Right now I'm trying to charge my phone while I'm throwing so that I can just throw for hours. Nobody on YouTube throws as long as me, who does lives as long as me, does giveaways as long, does trick shots as many as me. That's the main goal for me, to do that type of stuff, right? That's my jam. There's other YouTubers that do it that are wicked, but they do more teaching non-stop. So I have much respect for that, but that's not I'm here to teach no spin and that's about it. I can teach you throwing knives, but I'd rather teach you what I'm good at, and that's no spin. Otherwise, I'm gonna talk about other things, combat, but that's my wheelhouse. I'm penetrating this target. Like the workout involved in pulling your knives out, it's crazy the workout involved. You get this forearm strength, and I do a lot of arm wrestling, so I love it. Just trains my wrist and my pronator, my supinator, my cupping. Love it. is just repetition. This is just what it looks like. 4 meters, card hit right now. Ooh. Well, because this missed, how can I get it sideways? Oh! Excuse me. Let's do a little walk. Let's do a little walk back with this one. Oh, yes. All around that card. Love it. You all do the turn and burns, right? You want to aim for that card still. I mean, this card is making me hit the bullseye. For some reason, those are all bullseyes. All right, let's try this for fun. 2 knives at once into the card. Ooh, 1 in the card. I got 1 in there. The other one's split out. We'll do that. We'll keep doing that. I like that. This just for fun. Throwing 2 knives at once is just for fun. There's nothing else about it. Oh, man. People out there will try to convince you of things they can do. And I don't agree with a lot of the things that people try to convince you to do. Like throw 2 knives at once in combat. No. Throw no reloading in combat. You know, you hear this a lot on my channel, but I just want to let people that are new know that's silly. Don't do stupid stuff when it comes to combat training. Be realistic, be tactical, be smart about it. Say hi. Hey, Evan. Another big shout out to you, bro. Thank you again for stopping by. Asking a few questions. I hope this has been nice and entertaining. New little thing for you to see and watch. Hit the like button. I'll be right back and grab something. Be right back. Rocking and rolling. Everybody that stuck around, I appreciate you. Hope it wasn't too long. When you do long lives like this, you know, you got to give yourself a second here. Michael, nice to see you. What a deadly beard. Da. Did you mean to say something, or are you just coming in being a da? A da. All right, let's hit that. Let's hit that card like I've never hit that card before. Dead bullseye. But that's not what we're going for. Oh, another dead bullseye. Oh man. Oh, that's in there. Yo, da. It's like your first comment on my channel. Da. Da. Ooh, that was down low. I mean, how low can you go? Do your hang low? Do they wobble to the flow? Do they shine in the light? Are they platinum or are they gold? Low. There was a time I did it live and all I did was throw. Over 1,000 times I stuck the knife. And then I threw a hockey puck after. It was such a good live. It's probably one of my favorites. All right, here we go. Zooming in, can or center cut. Man, I'm always right above it. All right, there's a hit. And there's another hit. There we go. There's two in there. Beautiful ones. That's what gets me more tired than anything else, is pulling my knives out. Mister. Love you too, man. You have a good time. You go enjoy yourself. Be safe, be healthy. You know what to do. Dirty. That was brutal there. Let's fix that. There we go. All right, let's do some moving target. But let's also, this is what I do a lot too to get me better at throwing a can. I'll show you. So I want to get better at throwing a can right now. How do I do that? All right. So what I do too is I got a bunch of wood chips and I put them into the can. That gives me a little more control, a little more accuracy on the can throw. Some people put like bolts, whatever you got, rocks, just a little bit, not too much. So what I want to do now is aim for that card. And I want to pin the can to the card. But what's going to happen here, because I'm probably not going to be able to do that. Not right now, not quick. Maybe I will. It's going to take a while, in my guess. But what it's going to do is make me more accurate throwing my can. It's giving me a spot to aim for. And really forcing it more than like, I'm aiming for the bullseye. Because that's normally what I do. This time it's giving me a visual, like a card, somewhere different. Not just the bullseye. It's going to overall make me better at throwing the can. That's what I like to do too. So let's aim for that card. And I got the knife in the card. So you get a 2 for 1. Or you get a 2 for 2. You get the card, or you get the card in the can. Or you get the can. And you don't get the card. And I'm telling you, my can is getting really close. I love like aiming for moving targets. It's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, let me catch up on some of these comments. Evan, thank you, man. Another hi from you. Anytime I get a hi from you, I'm a happy man. All right, let me just put this in the garbage over here. Where did I got that? Is it over here? Is it over here, bud? Yeah, it is over there. It's okay. It's just me time right now. Kids are in bed, getting ready for school. I'm outside, so nobody can hear me. I'm good to go. If I want to go to midnight, I'll go to midnight. And that's the plan. I think my record is close to 4 hours. We can do 5. Let's rock it. Yes, 7. Shane. Thank you. Hey, man, new guy. Appreciate the comments, man. Any new person commenting, you're going to get a shout out. And I appreciate you. Here for you guys. We're aiming for that card. We're aiming for this can. We got a 2-for-1. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. You gotta get pumped up for that, I tell you. Ho, ho, ho. If you're asking what that is, don't worry, I'll show you. Sometimes you get a weird ricochet because you hit something. What did I hit there? This target also is the type of wood that makes baseball bats. Yeah, I hit the can and then I hit the target. That makes baseball bats. It's ash wood. That's a very hard wood. You gotta throw powerfully to be able to get it in this target. If you come over and you throw with me, which I welcome anybody to come over and throw, I'd love that. It's gonna be tough to hit my target, I'll tell you that right now. All right, here we go. Trying to do a little finger flick for you. Oh, wow. So overall, you're getting better at stuff here. You're getting better at throwing a knife. You're getting better at your accuracy. Right? You're getting better at throwing your can. There's a lot going on in this. When you aim for something specifically in a different spot, different days, because you can't just learn something in one day. You got to do this consistently for a while. And I've been doing it for years. This will develop skill on throwing your can. They say, the pros, the experts, the OGs, throwing to the can is half the trick. So how do you get better at throwing the can? Just throw the can more. There's other ways to get better at throwing the can. That's what I'm showing you right now. Oh, that was close. And I'm like dead center in the card. Oh, that was really close. Oh, actually, that was so close. I hit the can. Like the can fell right into my knife. All right, here we go. Because I'm aiming for the card, my knife is, I'm throwing to the card, not to the can. That's why I'm missing the can a lot. I'm going for the card. It switches things up here. I'm working on the knife accuracy, consistency, but I'm working on the can to the card, so the can's consistency and accuracy. One day they'll meet. 1 minute they'll meet. Oh. Oh, what? Yeah, oh, yeah. That's like a yeah, little mix, little remix. That's my celebration stool. That's what I do. When I get pumped up, I gotta throw something. I gotta take it out on something, and that's what I take it out on. I'm right beside that card. Overall, I'm happy. This thing was an inch from that card, right? So if you're hearing what I'm saying, you hear from the beginning, you know what I'm going for. And that overall is a good drill for your trick shots, your skill shots, your left and right hand development, your consistency, accuracy, timing. There's just a lot you can do, and not a little bit. Not like, oh, I want to do a trick shot. You do it, you're happy. And you're just trying to do it, developing bad habits, but you still get it, so you're happy, but it's like it's not making you a better knife thrower. I try to do trick shots or skill shots that would make me a better knife thrower in the end. That I'm not wasting my training in my trick shots, that I'm developing skill in my trick shots. That's what I try to think of and implement in my training and do. It makes it more fun, and then I get to do things that are just going to make me better, but yet there's something crazy. Thank you guys. Whack! I have a bass guitar made of ash wood. Exactly. Very hard wood, probably. Probably got a good sound that comes out of that. Like, probably unique too, I'd say. That sounds really cool. I actually have a guitar over there that I want to smash with knife throwing. It's an acoustic. So maybe you don't have an appreciation for acoustic guitars. I tried to learn, but I'm more of a piano guy. I love the piano, and I really like the drums too. I had a 7-piece drum set, and I liked that for a while, but once I got my wife got me to get rid of them. But I have a piano now. Piano. I love the piano. I love to learn new songs on the piano. That's my jam, is the piano. It's a one man or woman musician, orchestra, song. Piano can do it all. It's really cool, the piano. Game over. Yeah. The flag underneath, that is a Remembrance Day. So I've been in the military for 20 years. That flag represents those who have fought in wars, past, present, or future, and it's a remembrance of what they've done and sacrificed for us. That flag there means a whole lot to me, and it goes for anybody that's serving in your country as a military member. Man, woman, doesn't matter. I appreciate them, and that flag is something to show that appreciation in my videos without me having to say this every time. But I'm glad to help you know what that means if you need to know. Evan, say hi. You the man. And that other flag on the side there, that's an Army flag for the Canadian military. That's what I'm in. I'm in the Army in the Canadian military. All right, something else. I'll show you another training drill since I'm on it right now. I'm just empty toilet paper rolls. And what I like to do is I like to aim in that hole. And I like to try to do it without touching the toilet paper roll. I like to try to be so accurate that I get in there without touching it in its center. And I put it up there with a nail. So I put a little nail, golf cue, golf tee, pin, whatever you have, like even a piece of wood would stick in there. And you just prompt it up and you aim for it. So let's put that right in there. Now the hard part for me is sometimes I hit the nail. I use a nail to prompt that up there. But the accuracy level on this one is intense. And you got to try to freaking get it in there without hitting it. No problem, Cognito. I'm glad to explain that to you. Canadian, yes. I hope so. I hope I could be a citizen in the U.S. Trust me, I'm not liking the way Canada is headed, and I'm liking the way Trump does things. Hate me or love me, I mean, people are having a hard time getting along. Too much division over politics, and people now hate you for choosing, for being different in beliefs, for being different in views. Hate, right to hate. Oh, you support Trump? I hate you. Like, oh, you support Trump? I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna fight you. Like, their emotions are not controlled. They don't know how to be mature, and it's becoming a hard world to live in. No matter where you are, it's getting bad. So let's aim for that toilet paper roll. This one, I'll get right around the toilet paper roll, and I'm totally cool with that. But these are different ways to train. Like I have to have a straighter throw. I can't be over rotated. I can't be under rotated. I have to be able to get this thing straight in there to do it. And that helps me develop a better throw. I have to be focused on getting a better throw, not rush it and waste it. So I like training different things like this. Wild, Wild West. Greetings from Cologne, Germany. Wow. Yo, Cognito, that's awesome, man, to see people from Germany. I've had a few people on this channel from Germany. Really cool. There's actually a posting. I can go live in Germany and actually work with you in the military. I'm a meteorologist, and I bring that to you, and we help each other, and we get through things. I think there's a posting for me in Germany, and maybe I'll be there one day. Who knows? Canada likes to make allies, and I'm cool with that. The more allies, the more peace. Toilet paper roll, here we go. All right. Get in my zone. Second throw. Ooh, right beside it. Like I said, I like doing different things. This is the way I like to train. By the way, hit the like button. Hit it. Ooh. This isn't easy to do, but what this is doing is developing a very consistent throw. Like I said, nice and straight, focused, dialed in. Yeah, I throw with power even when it comes to this type of trick. This knife is going in there. That's just the way it is. That would be cool, man. Stay on the channel. Hit the subscribe button so we can kind of like build something together. Why not, right? Oh, right above it. Knock the toilet paper off. Nice and straight, just right above it. Almost hit the knife or the nail. I'm not using a hammer, so I'm just pushing the nail in there. It's ashwood, it's really tough. It's not easy. Oh, right beside it again. Ugh. Oh, yeah. For some reason, this makes me so much more accurate. Again, it's weird how things can change up the way you throw. So when you do these types of tricks or skill shots or drills, you'll notice what they're developing. Like they're making you different. Is this helping me or is it not? Ask that question too if you're trying something different. All the things I'm showing you help me. I don't want you to do something that's going to develop a bad habit, but if they help you, right? All right, the first miss, I think I came on that a little under-rotated. That's okay. That's okay. Let's focus in on this one here. See, I always like to read the comments, make sure like people like Devin. I love playing pool. I was a pool champion in the military for a while. In a certain deployment, we had tournaments, and I was really good at it. I won money. I like pool. I haven't been playing it a while. I had my own pool table. Had to sell that too. I want to get another pool table. Dang, you know what? Makes me think. I want to get one. Thanks for putting that, because I love it. You can play pool alone. You know, I would play a lot of pool. My wife and I would actually play a lot of pool when we met. Went on dates. We'd go to a pool hall, and we would just play. I love pool. Pool has been very good on angle accuracy, and like that mathematics of the angles. Like it really helps you in a lot of different ways, that like really zeroing in and getting calm and relaxed. Pool is an awesome. I love pool. Oh, you had to sell yours too? Right? I had a nice one. I don't like those small mini ones. Like it could be a decent like pool table that you see in a bar. I love the ones with the leather nets, not the ones where it goes through the track system into the center. I like them. I like the nets. They offer a, like you can really smash it in there. Yeah, no, pool is something I'll probably get into again. Probably soon. You know, you got it on my mind. Next time I'm live, Devin, you'll probably let's like mention the pool table again, and I'll let you know if I got it or not. 8 feet, yeah, 8 foot. I probably would be able to fit that in my living room. But I would probably sacrifice some room here in my garage for it. I have a poker table, but I'd maybe move the poker table and I'd put the pool table right here. Right beside my knife throwing. You'd probably see just the edge coming out here. And I'd be able to put it right here. I have like a wood burning stove. I'd have the fire going. There's a couch, knife throwing, and you'd be able to play pool. That'd be sweet. Ooh. All right, let's get into it. I want to get this. I don't want to just let this not happen. That nail keeps getting moved. I want to get this. Here we go. Okay, way off there. Switch knives. One that I might be able to do this a little quicker with. And also one that I gotta get a little used to. Because whoa. Okay. I usually do this one on my live once. It's a tough thing to do, and I'll bring the camera up and show you what it looks like when I'm done. This is a crazy trick, or skill, or drill. Ooh, that's the perfect throw. Just a little low. Here we go. I am going to try to read the comments. That kind of gets me out of my zone. You have a good night too, honey. I'll probably come and snuggle up to you shortly. But this was going to be one of my lives. I try to break the record. I got over 100 people watching at once. It blew my mind seeing 110, 107 people I saw at once. So this has just made me kind of keep going. Just keep going. It was awesome. You have a good night, hon. Oh, so that's 2 in a row right beside it. I'm zeroing in. I got used to this knife, and we're going to do it right now. There it is. I said it, and we did it. What? That's awesome. I want to show you what I was talking about. All right, so it's right in there. Ugh. Right in the toilet paper roll. Not pinned, loose. That's a really cool way. And honestly, it was just like it was like a lot of training. Every miss of the toilet paper roll was training. Every miss was something good. That's the type of stuff I like to do. All right? That's the type of stuff I like to do. What's up, everybody? Coolest weatherman here. Coolest weatherman? You want to know? Maybe people are on. I think there's 15 people. If you type in, who's the coolest weatherman on the planet? You type it into Google. You're going to get me in a newspaper article over 10 years ago, like 15 years ago. I've been like #1 on Google when you type that in. So I was like, because they put it on the front page of a newspaper, the coolest weatherman on the planet. And it was just, I guess, a play on words because I was in the Arctic doing a deployment. And I used it as my name. Why not? Why not, right? Why not? I thought it was pretty cool. But that's where that comes from. Thanks, babe. I love you. I love you, babe. Crushing it. Trying to crush it. Doing a lot of new things here. Doing a lot of different trick shots I've never done before. If you go through my channel, you'll see hundreds of trick shots. And a lot of them never been done by people. Never been done by people. So a lot of I do a lot of things. A lot of different things. That's why my lives have a lot of different variety. So that I don't bore you with the same thing, throwing back and forth. I can bring some new stuff to you all the time. That's the goal. I am getting hungry. When you start to do lives, 3 hours long, trust me, I don't want to give this up. So I'm probably just gonna run for 2 minutes, grab some food, come back, and we can crush this. Oh, Shuriken zone, exactly. I just don't want to finish this up right now. My week is going good. I threw in some leave so I can get some time off. Random hump day live. I hope you're enjoying your hump day. Hump day is the middle day of the week, the hump, until it just gets better into Thursday, Friday, weekend. But yeah, I got some time off, so I'm actually back to work on Monday. The weather was so good. I wasn't feeling good. I wanted to like heal up, take some time off, get better, and I'm out here doing a live, just like random hump day live. I know other YouTubers that are knife throwers don't, so I'm like, I don't want to do lives on their days. So Thursdays and Sundays are cut. Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, I'm all over it. I'm gonna be right back, and we're gonna do some trick shots. We're gonna do something new too. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll be right back. Oh, super windy. All right. Thanks for sticking around. For those who have stuck around, one thing about knife throwing and doing lives, it's not like others. You're burning calories, you're moving a lot, you're throwing, you're walking back and forth. People who do lives they sit in a chair, they sit in a desk in front of a computer screen. They don't gotta move, they're not burning calories. You do a live for 4 or 5 hours throwing knives, you're gonna get hungry. So I appreciate people sticking around, but you gotta understand I know I lost a lot of you, but that's what's going down here. In order to keep throwing, you gotta grab your protein bars and you gotta get fueled up. Shuriken zone. Funny guy. No, I'm not a Halloween guy here. No. What's Halloween, right? I mean, adults who like Halloween, I mean, Shuriken, I know you've been here a while, but I don't hold back. Adults who like Halloween are freaking weird. It should be for children, right? Trick or treat, they go up to the door, but adults love to get decorated, dressed up, and it's usually demonic, devil, dark, got to be a witch or a demon or the devil. Like Halloween there's a history to it too. Like you could learn the history to it. There's nothing good about it. So for the kids, let's sprinkle some sugar, make it all about the candy, and then that's going to be better for them to accept it. What kid's not going to want that? It's just like, I give it a choke slam, man, a freaking stunner. Some Halloween, like all the holidays are religious. They have a history. But what they did is they hid the truth and they sugarcoated it with lies to deceive your minds into thinking it's something it's not. When you're partaking in something that's messed up, whether it's Easter eggs, Santa freaking Claus, or Halloween, all these things, Valentine's Day, aren't what it is on the surface. There's stuff going on behind it that if you were to do your research on the history of it, you're going to find some stuff. And when I find that stuff, I have a harder time participating in it because it's stupid. I don't want to involve myself in the stupid stuff. I really don't want things that are just going to, like, I'm cool. I've not participated in those events, and I'm cool. I'm cool without it. I haven't missed out. I mean, at the end of the day, all these people that are participating in it, they party every weekend anyway. Now it's just a weekend that they're dressed up as a stupid ghost. Next weekend they're going out again and they're getting plastered. Same people. Dressed like themselves, I guess, if you were to say. Like, it's just stupid. I don't hold back. I don't go up. I don't hold back. And at the same time, other YouTubers, they avoid this stuff. I would rather teach you guys something, get you thinking, than just knock it off with some humor. With some, I don't care. I'd rather put some time into every comment that's being commented. I'd rather put some time into that because a lot of these things people need to learn. They don't look them up. They don't know. They're ignorant. Ignorant is bliss. Sure. I don't want your ignorance pushing you off a cliff. Oh, man. I'm eating a protein bar. Try not to be loud and in the camera with it. Man, I love spinners. And for a no spin, to have a spinner, no spin knife, super freaking awesome. That's probably what got me the most hater count, is being true to myself, true to my beliefs. That's probably what's gotten me more haters because, you know, those friends that can hear you and still be your friend and respect your beliefs, those are the people that I keep in my life. And those that can't handle it I don't have to push them out of my life. They leave on their own, and they become haters. They become people who watch and don't like me. But I'd rather say what needs to be said than avoiding it, and then you get lost. I get like what? Weak? Like I get weak. I get like, my freedom of speech gets all freaking worked on. I'd rather say what needs to be said, what's true. Because everything I said to you, Shuriken Zone, is true. It's true. It's what you do with that truth, right? At the end of the day, it's what you do with that truth. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Frick, you want to dress up as the devil? Cool. It's awesome. Like, what does that mean? That means nothing. Like, whatever. Who cares? You're too serious about it. Nah, man. No. I mean, historically speaking, there's only been like 30 years of people doing Halloween the way you do it, the way we do it. And those 30 years is far off from the truth of what it was like for hundreds of years before. That should say something more to you, because you're doing something it's stupefied. Like, it's not, it's very dumbed down, sugar coated. It's brought to a level where people are too dumb to ask questions about it. They just do it. They're just following a carrot in front of their nose. And when you're at that point of life, when you're doing it, it says a lot about you. You got to look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day, Ask yourself some questions and answer them to yourself. Questions like, what do I represent? What do I stand for? What do I care about? These type of questions and beyond, try to answer them honestly to yourself. Who cares? No one's around. No one's listening. It's just you, a mirror, and you're talking to yourself. How do you feel when you truthfully answer those questions? I don't know, this knife, I feel like I need it into a sheath, but I also need this, like 3 of these. And I want it in a sheath, but I also want to make this this is probably about 4 inches, if not 3 inches, closer to 4 inches, a live edge. And then I'd be able to have this circle as a guard, so I can use this as an EDC thrower. But I can also use this as something that a campfire kindle, get some work done on whatever project I'm doing. I think this would be a great knife overall, because I can throw this thing very accurately, and it's very tough. It's very hard. So I throw that live edge on it, it's just going to penetrate even better. Oh, yeah. It's just going to penetrate even better. This thing's deadly. Right by that card. I put that card up there, I'm aiming for that card. And I'm getting it, or I'm getting within inches of it. And now I'm at close to 5 meters. Oh yeah. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Let's rock out. I know I'm not getting many people. It's probably past a lot of people's. I'm reaching about 11 o'clock East Coast time, 2,300 hours. Wow. So that means I've been doing this live, let's say 8, 9, 10, 11. I still want more. We're over 3 hours. I've done close to 4 hours. I have to go to midnight to maybe break records. Am I willing to do that? We'll see if we get more comments. We're at 9. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, that's tough, eh? I'll have to do another one like that. Maybe this weekend. Maybe tomorrow, randomly, where I can start earlier. We'll see. I want to do a good 5, 6, 7, 8 hour live. Just obviously you're not going to stick around for it. But 10 minutes in, 10 minutes out, a bunch of people are going to come in and out. It's going to be a great one. And records. You want to be the first to do something, right? That means you're the person to raise the bar. You're that person. You're the one to do it. So when people do it, they talk about you being the first to do it. All right. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to snipe that card. Oh, we did! I know you heard it. Did you see it? Did you see it? It's a perfect throw. Not under-rotated, not over-rotated. Just straight into the card. Center cut. Well, that card's getting destroyed. But that's generally... Like, I don't want to lie to you, so I'm just showing you so that you guys see what's going on. Let's move this back a little bit. How's that? That's good. That's a good solid 4-meter throw. Yeah, but this is definitely one of my favorite knives. This thing packs a punch, throws amazing, has all that bonus satisfaction stuff to it. Spinosaurus by Opus Knives. If you want anything about like the knives I'm using, you can just reach out to me. I leave my email in the description below, and I'll help you out with anything you need. You just send me an email. Yo, what's up, man? I watched you on YouTube. I'm wanting to know about this. Boom, and I'll help you out. And I'll show you where these knives come from. Thanks, man. This is in my garage, so love it. Love my little setup. I move a lot because I'm in the military, so having to buy this place, you know, get what you get. You got to move. They force you. And I had to set this up. Was sick. I got an outdoor range too. So soon we'll be outside throwing longer distances, having some bonfires while we're doing our live. Freaking, it's going to be a solid time. But I like having 2 ranges. One indoors where I can train in the winter, in the rain, and then one's outdoors. Obviously, sometimes you want to be outside. It's just better. So we're about, look at this thing. We're about 5 meters. Love the look at this thing. Oh, man. Thing throws like one of the best throwers I have. Watcher, you were the first commenter. You might be one of the last commenters. You're like, yo, this guy's still going? This guy's still going? He's still going and he's still sniping. Oh, I tell you though, my arm right about here is feeling it. Pulling out that knife and that freaking ashwood. Oh, dead bullseye. Excuse me. Pardon my manners. What's your favorite knife to throw? And what's your favorite knife to carry? Favorite knife to carry. This is the Top Sky Marshall. This is my favorite knife to carry. The most comfortable hand-to-hand combat knife I can feel. The most durable. The best I can probably throw. The options like the pry bar, the guard to protect me, the thickness at 8 millimeters, the tan-toe tip. Everything about this knife is awesome. The temper, the steel, it's just very, very strong. Got a good sheath. Rotator clip, I can throw it on my waist any way I want. Any way I want. So that's my favorite one to carry. That's generally maybe my favorite one to throw. But when it comes to throwing, I'd have to say, for right now, because it changes, this is my Torto design. This is one of my favorite ones to throw. And it's right up there with the one I'm throwing right now, the Spinosaurus. And then it also goes with the Vengeance. So like these, I mean, I know I have a lot. I can't pick. I can't. So the Spinosaurus is amazing. My Torto's probably out front. The Spinosaurus and the Vengeance Slim are right behind it. And then the 8.5 inches of danger are tied with the Vengeance and the Spinosaurus. So the Torto goes out front. These three are in the back, all tied. They're the best ones. But I have so many designs. It's like there's so many different ones there that if I start throwing them, they'll become one of my favorites too. Like this one generally is just, it's got the spinner. And because I can throw it so good, it becomes one of my favorites. But it has that spinner. None of them have the spinner. So it has to be one of the favorites. But there's a lot up here that become my favorite. Whoa. Like this one doesn't come out to play much. But this one's so awesome. So this one, it's thin and it thickens out as it goes to the center. So it's like 10 millimeters thick here, thins out, and then it thins out to the tip. And it's an arrow shape. And it throws like crazy. And this one's also such a good one to throw. Oh, slightly adjustment with this one. And it's also a little lighter. But again, I wouldn't pick this as my favorite, but it's close to being my favorite. We're going to work on the tip. Is this one going to be able to even stick in this target? Love this knife though. We'll do some outdoor long distance throwing with this knife. And you'll see this thing's just phenomenal. But that whole like thin to thick, I love that because it just fits in the fingers. That pinch grip so nicely. There we go. Beautiful knife. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot out here. The Iron Tier, my Lightning Bolt, the Black Cadillac, the Fulminas, the Thunkers. There's so many. I can't like, all I gotta say is the Tortos and the Spinosaurus, the Vengeance and the 8.5 inches of danger, they stick close to me. They stick close to me. This thing is so sexy too. So sexy. I think I'd be very good with this Spinosaurus in competitions. I need a heavier knife for competition, and this one's pretty heavy. Yeah, this one would do great. I'll throw it outside at 7 meters. Maybe I'll do a live, or maybe I'll do a short so you guys can get it sooner. If I can't get outside, then we'll just throw this one at 7 meters. I was at 7 meters today for a while because I need to train at 7 meters a lot. I need to be at 7 meters a lot. Good question, watcher. I appreciate those questions. They get me going. They get me going. I got a lot. You ask me that question next week, it'll probably be different. Oh, bullet. Like a bullet. Every time. Miss it 1 in 100. Like, just not gonna miss this one much. Freaking mosquito. I'll kill them all. I'll kill them all. Go hide, and come out another day and I'll kill you then. Oh, man. And if you're noticing, I'm hitting the bullseye every time. So certain knives, I like them, but I might not be able to throw them as much. Some knives, I like them, and then I'm able to throw them into a bullseye more consistently. They gotta take the tape. They could become more of a favorite. take another bite of my protein bar here. Like, out of those 3 throws where I do a turn and burn, that means your back is to the target, you turn around and throw. 2 of them went into the card, and the other one was right beside it. And center cut. Just like out of nowhere, you're changing up your training, and you're just surprising yourself. Not over-rotated, not under-rotated. This is where you want to get in your level of training for combat. You don't want to be able to like have to throw because life depends on it and you suck. And you're just like not warmed up. You want to throw every day. So you stay consistent, you stay good in your throwing. So if you got to hit a bullseye, I can do it within seconds. Like I mean within a second. Like 0.4 seconds. Like, boom. All these are bullseyes. Every one of them. My targets change. I'm not going to have the same target all the time. Then you're just hitting a bullseye on your target. What if the target is low? It's going to change things up. Yeah, this knife is absolutely phenomenal. There's the first miss. You get a miss. You get a miss. Swing and a miss. Excuse me. My apologies. Got the protein. Got the protein drink going down range. Oh. So, we're trying to rock this live out as long as possible. I don't know what time it is where you're at or what's going on, but obviously, I'm probably the second, if not third, longest live I've done, which is the longest live ever done by a knife thrower. I mean, we rock it on YouTube because I'm hoping to bring more people at different time zones in. 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, saying hi. We could bring more people in. That's the goal. See what this sport's all about. See that there's something that you've never seen being done that you might like. And then you can get some giveaways on our channel. This channel, you can get free lessons. There's so much going on here. So much visuals that you might never have seen before. Hopefully I'm entertaining. Maybe I'll dress up for you. Who knows? I'll dance. It's not for free. You got to hit the like button. So if I see it go from 20 to 21 right now, I'll dance. Bullseye. Yeah, this one I'll send to Keystone Sheaths. Yeah, I'm going to play around with how sharp I can get this blade. Maybe just the tip. I'll fade it. And I'll get him to make me a sheath with this. Because I think I can throw this thing 10 to 20 feet more accurately than others. And it's going to pack a punch. This thing's very strong steel. Just not missing the bullseye. I just can't not miss the bullseye. I'm not going to aim for the bullseye right now. I'm not. Okay. Perfect throw. Off to the side. Just the way it is. Anything you guys want to know? Ask a question. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. I know we're under 10 people right now, but whoever you guys are, whoever's hanging out with me still, I appreciate you. Trying to eat this protein bar. You know how fun that would be if I was in school again, sitting in my French class, spinning this knife. I'd have way better time. I think I'm going to reach out to my sponsor. And I'm going to see if he can make my Tanto knife 8 millimeters thick with a fuller, with a spinner right here. That'd be a wild idea. I'm going to message you if you're watching too there, Boss Nobody. I'm going to message you today or tomorrow about that. I'm gonna put a little thought in your mind because I know that's going to turn into some magic. Another bullseye. Changes the balance of the knife. It adds a little bit of a nostalgia when you can do that too with the spinning. And yeah, it makes people love their knives more. It just makes them love them more. I mean, you'll be able to do more with it. I don't know if it's just the rhythm I'm getting in or what's going on, but I just can't stop hitting the bullseye. I just can't. It's crazy. How long can this guy go hitting a bullseye? Huh? Right? All right, I'll throw a can. Because that could be boring. Me just hitting the same spot over and 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 again. This is hitting a moving target. The bullseye doesn't move, it stays there. I think I throw harder when I'm throwing at a moving target. If I'm just aiming for the bullseye, it's natural, it's calming. But a moving target adds an extra. Excuse me. Yeah, it adds an extra. Adds an extra oomph. The can has a bunch of holes in it. And now my knife, I can't pull it out. We're getting there because when I throw, my legs are involved. If you want to get the most out of a throw, you got to use your legs. If you're not using your legs and you're saying you're getting the most out of your throw, you're an idiot. You're just dumb. But my legs kill after throwing. Like, they know if they've been worked. Like, they feel like they've done squats for hours. I use my cans over and over. I don't have cans all the time. I'm not drinking cans all the time. So I save a lot from people drinking. I take their cans. So a lot of the cans will have holes that will already have been used cans. They make it harder, but I have to use them over and over and over again because I don't have a lot. Get out of here, mosquito. Get out of here. Here we go. Blasting this can. That's what we do. We're almost done. Here we go. Can Pan 101. Yo! That's the way that... Yo! That's the way to do it! That was the way to do it! Yo, let me show you. Let me show you. Pin a can to the freaking card. Try to get it so you can see it's in the card. Right in there like that. Huh. There was a lot of tricks there. I got the can. I got the card. I got the can to the card. And then I flipped my celebration chair for the first time it landed. Well, whatever, I'll fix those. For the first time it landed on the four legs that it was made with. If there's not a way to end it, then I don't know. That was an awesome live. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I can't appreciate every viewer more than you understand. Like you have to understand. I appreciate you guys so much. You make what I do better, and I'm trying to make whatever you're doing better. So we're here together to build that little something more. So all I gotta say at the end of the day is right in the card. Stick it and hit it.